Throughout human history, we have been dependent on machines to survive.
Marketing Tech Blog.
Hey, we gloss over a lot of the articles typically, so I wanted to pull one out and just talk about it. So Dashburst released an infographic called the 10 Twitter mistakes in the real world. And I just wanted to go over it because some of it I agree with and some of it I don't, but listen to these. So when you're using Twitter, these are the common mistakes that they see people do. Over tweeting is one of them. So basically just tweeting about everything nonsensical, just nonstop. And sometimes, so here's what I'll say. There's an exception, right? And that's that if you're live tweeting at an event, I think people typically, and you could just tell them, hey, I'm going to be live tweeting tomorrow at this event. So if you want to, unfollow me for a day or whatever, that's fine. But, so there's times it is good, but provide value, right? Don't just talk about, what you ate or, your last famous quote. Those are my favorites. Social media gurus famous that quotes. Quote themselves. Oh. Yeah, I like those. They actually put quotes around them and add their name to it so that if people... Follow Friday. If you guys don't know, when you use Twitter, there's a hashtag FF, so #FF, where you can see who people recommend to follow. And so every Friday they'll show their appreciation for the people that they like to follow, hashtag FF, and they'll put the names of those people.
Right.
It's great.
Follow Friday.
It's great to get some recognition that way, but it's been kind of overused.
Yeah,
so,
people kind of...
Yeah.
It's over.
So you just see like hundreds of these tweets, and you're not going to follow any of those people.
Yeah.
Hey,
so.
you know what? We actually have a client, Indie Trading Post here in Indianapolis. They do. They've got a great range, firing range.
Yeah.
We do a Follow Firearms Friday every week.
Nice.
Check that out.
Awesome.
Check it out. Sorry.
Wow, that's cool.
I just kind of moved into your space there.
No, you're good. Celebrity butt kissing and insulting. So try to avoid that.
So Aaron's Justin Bieber tweets.
Yeah,
no-go
yeah,
easy.
Yeah, he is not gonna date you.
I'm Bieberific.
He's got the Bieber fever.
I do my hair that way too.
Number 4 was R.I.P. Someone famous, so someone died. So I like those if they're humorous, but that's okay.
Because you're a classy guy.
Retweeting every compliment. So when people say how great you are and you retweet it to your audience. Now, it's another one that I think if you're a company or whatever and someone throws you a glowing review, I think you should retweet it. But if it's all day, obviously, I love myself kind of gets out of the... people just get tired of you talking about how great you are. Tweeting about food. Nobody cares about what food you're eating.
Easy there. I enjoy my smoked meat products.
Do you tweet about it?
Honestly, yes.
How
yes,
much?
I do.
How often?
An awful lot. I love
like
meat.
What? But once a day, once a week?
It really depends on how
much he's grilling meat.
Exactly.
Well, that can't be like more than once a day. So come on now.
I got a smoker in my office. I love meat.
So I think it's, when someone's out, sometimes it's a bit pretentious is what I see, is if someone's out at a really fancy restaurant and everything else, it's like, so you got 30% unemployment or whatever,
right.
where people are having a hard time paying their rent, and you're going to show them the $80 steak and shrimp cocktail that you're out eating. Come on, stop it. We know you're cool. You can afford it. Good job. Number 7 was inspirational quotes. They get tired of those. Now it's another one like Doug Thies. He's from Lifeline Data Centers. Doug Thies is he's just a motivated guy. He does crazy stuff like middle of the night running up mountains stuff, like seriously adventure racing and everything else.
Yeah.
Guy's 50 plus years old and he's doing that stuff. And but he puts out a series of them all day. And the thing is I kind of like them. They're pretty good. So I don't mind people putting inspirational quotes. Do you?
If they're humorous.
Okay. So
I like the demotivators too.
Number 8, I totally disagreed with on here, but they said having too many Twitter accounts. So they said that you should just have one account. I disagree. I don't think people. I have a site called NavyVets.com, and it has a Twitter on it, Navy Vets.
Right.
People that follow me for social media advice don't want to hear about the new destroyer that was launched in San Diego.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So I disagree. We need multiple accounts, and especially if you have strong or extreme political or religious views on your person, and you want to compare those to your business.
Yeah, exactly.
Keep them separate.
You
know?
got that right.
Let people know that, hey, this is my personal, and I'm going to talk about whatever. But on your business, you want to avoid that type of thing.
Yep.
Spamming by direct message.
That's the worst.
Yes, it is the worst. I
that gets an immediate unfollow.
Yeah. I report a
Please
ton of people
download my
that do that.
ebook if you like to follow me here.
Hi, thanks for following. Click here for your 50% off. Get out of here. And then number 10 was giving plus Ks to influencers on Twitter. I don't mind that. I don't mind. Again, it's that recognition. If someone's doing a really good job and they're providing me a lot of value, I don't mind recognizing them and saying thank you. And one of the ways that you can say thank you is by, giving someone clout. If you haven't checked it out, KLOUT.com. It's kind of a algorithm to measure people's influence on certain topics. But I don't mind that either. But all in all, I thought it was a pretty good.
It's a good article.
Yeah.
It's a good perspective on how to use and stay away from abusing. Hey, if you're listening to you are listening to Edge of the Web Radio. If you are, if you're not, where do you think you are?
What do you think you're listening to?
You're listening to Douglas Carr from Marketing Tech Blog.
Was that for the government?
That was.
Yeah.
You're not really listening to us now.
Yeah. We talked about some applications as usual. One of the ones is if you're a developer, there's actually a tool called Bugsnag out there. And so the interesting thing that it does that these other tools don't do is it automatically starts a customer support ticket when your site crashes or your web application or mobile application crashes. Kind of cool. It's a software as a service thing, and it adds a ticket and gives you all the specifics and everything else. So if you're a budding developer, which a lot of people are, right? I think, now with WordPress and everything else, people are out there writing tons of code. This might be a pretty good tool for you to use to see. A lot of people don't realize that hosting companies will turn off erroring. So your application is erroring all the time,
and you don't
even realize it. So pretty cool. Bugsnag, it's called. There's a great article from Jason Demers on 5 ways to make your customer feel loved. So ask them the right questions. Manage them personally. Add some personality to it. Follow up. Because there's always problems, even with your great customers. Follow up, and try customer service focus groups. People like to hear, they like to provide advice and provide feedback on the products and services that you're offering. So sometimes a quiet customer isn't necessarily a green customer. Sometimes you're heading for trouble when people go quiet.
That's right.
Chartbeat Publishing. So Chartbeat has been around for quite a while as a real-time analytics platform, and Google Analytics now launched a real-time, so they've kind of got into their business a little bit.
Right.
But Chartbeat, we take a look at, and we actually have a screenshot of it. You can go to their site and see a live demo of it. But they have some pretty cool stuff like real-time social mentions as well. Awesome. And so you can gauge your social, noise over time. Localytics we talk about, which is mobile app analytics and app marketing. So in message marketing directly to a person. you could actually do through their platform by including it in your mobile application. So kind of cool things there that
I gotta check that out.
yeah, literally someone comes up on a page, you can go right to them. And then we have some other stuff, infographics. We have social media as a crisis management tool, which works great as a crisis management tool.
Absolutely.
And we're always writing stuff. So come check us out, marketingtechblog.com. You can download our app too and hear these podcasts there as well, and the YouTube videos there too. So.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, thank you very much.